There is a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facilities, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor baths, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours power supply as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotels is located at Elisha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803 440 4358, 034 206 855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
Good evening and many thanks for joining us on Weekend Grill, your premier program where we showcase and celebrate people, culture and events on the Nigerian Television Authority, Nta Akure, the dynamic station. On the program tonight, we bring to you the celebration of a respected hunter, farmer and community leader who recently turned 90 years old. Deja Vu Hotels, Nta Akure rolled out the drums recently to mark its third anniversary in the hospitality industry with the commissioning of a project under its corporate social responsibility. All roads led to Iwaroka in Akoko Southwest local government area of Ondo State, where the body of late Mama Felicia Oludare's body was laid to Mother Earth amidst pomp and ceremony. All these and more after this short break. I am Olubukola Aduwo, and it is my pleasure to have you join us tonight. As a positive force for change on the African continent, the Organization of African Ladies for Development is seeking to improve the lot of women by building agencies and partnerships that can fast-track the implementation of its 2025 to 2030 strategic framework. This is the thrust of engagement at the organization's 29th Ordinary General Assembly held on the margins of the 38th African Summit in Addis Ababa. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo reports that the Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu addresses this session as a new member of the steering committee of OFLAD.
They are the mothers of the continent, and the 29th General Assembly of the platform, the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, or AFLAD, is again convened to champion women's leadership and rights 30 years after the Beijing Women Conference of 1995.
A generation from now, my daughter...
Like it was then, issues about promoting opportunities for women, stemming gender-based violence, and securing the future of African children are still germane and rather more acute on the continent that now faces a $16 billion funding gaps. For Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, the theme of the assembly is a call to reflect on African values and how they can impact a new vision and reality for women on the continent.
This year marks 3 decades since the adoption of the Beijing Declaration. The impact of this declaration is evident in the remarkable progress Nigerian women have made, emerging from our villages to big cities and even the world stage.
Although our journey with OFLAD began in August 2023, she notes that much has been accomplished for women, youths, the aged, and other vulnerable groups in Nigeria through effective implementation of OFLAD advocacy initiative by our pet project, Renewed Hope Initiative. It is a defining moment for the organization, which is going through a leadership transition as the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Fatima Madabiu, takes over from the First Lady of Namibia. But the vision, effective implementation of OFLAD 2025-2030 strategic framework remains unchanged. Well represented at the Assembly, international organizations and funding partners say they are poised to walk the next stretch of the road with OFLAD, calling on the First Ladies to ride the momentum against existing and emerging threats confronting the future of the continent. From Addis Ababa, Adeni Taiwo, NTA.
The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAMB has clarified that it does not select examination terms for candidates taking the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME or the optional mock examination. In a statement signed by its head of public affairs, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, the board notes that 90% of the available slots for the optional mock examination across the country have been filled, leaving only a few states with available spaces. According to the statement, the only states with remaining slots for the optional mock examination are Gombe, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Plateau, and Sokoto, Taraba, and Yobe. Candidates interested in taking the mock examination in these states are encouraged to select their examination terms accordingly, while emphasizing that the board does not want to be overstretched since the mock examination is only meant to give candidates an opportunity to experience the computer-based test CBT environment and enable JAMB to test its facilities. Candidates are advised to choose their examination terms carefully. They should consider travel logistics and convenience to ensure a smoother experience on the examination day. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) have busted a trans-border drug trafficking syndicate, arresting 4 members in intelligence-led operations during which multi-million naira worth of tramadol pills were recovered. Also, operatives of the Intelligence Department intercepted a commercial bus coming from Onitsha, Anambra State at Abaji Checkpoint, FCT Abuja, carrying motor spare parts in which a cocktail of illicit substances were concealed. While in Lagos, 28-year-old lady was arrested by operators during a raid of a Lekki home, where 169.5 liters of nitrous oxide, popularly known as laughing gas, and 101 grams of loud were recovered. Meanwhile, raids and arrests of different types of illicit substances, including water advocacy, were carried out in Kano, Rivers, Borno, Ekiti, and Taraba states during the week under review. In our sports, Jacob Kiplimo of Uganda made history by breaking the world's half marathon record in Valencia. For more details, let's join Suleiman Musa on Sports Updates.
The International Basketball Federation, FIBA, has unveiled its latest women's basketball rankings, making it the first update for the year 2025. Nigeria's Tigers continued to dominate the African football scene, maintaining their status as the continent's top-ranked team. This recognition comes on the heels of their impressive fourth consecutive title win at the Women's Afro-Basket Championship. In the global rankings, the Tigers secured the 11th position with 577.9 points, reaffirming their place among the world's elite teams. Elsewhere, former Super Eagles coach Jose Peseiro has been appointed the new head coach of Egyptian Premier League club Zamalek on a 1.5-year deal. The appointment marks the second coaching change of the season for Zamalek, following Christian Gos and Portuguese coach Jose Gomez departure for Saudi Arabia in November. Peseiro will take charge immediately, with Zamalek set to face Petrojet on Sunday in the fourth round of the Egyptian Premier League. And finally, Uganda's Jacob Kiplimo became the first person to run a half marathon below 57 minutes as he shattered the world record of 48 seconds in Barcelona Sunday morning. The 24-year-old Kiplimo ran 56 minutes and 42 seconds to eclipse Ethiopian Yomif Kechelcha's previous world record of 57 minutes and 13 seconds set in Valencia in October. Kiplimo's time is the best single improvement on the men's world half marathon record. With Sport Update, Suleiman Musa, NTA News.
You're watching Weekend Grill, where we celebrate people, culture, and events. We shall be back in a moment. Please do stay with us.
We all have big dreams, so start up your own. Download and control your life with Glow Cafe, an interactive self-service app. Free activation bonus lets you post your content online. Get additional data allowing you to gift and share data. 100% bonus on every recharge lets you unlock your creativity, recharge airtime, and enjoy live support chat with Gloria. Special data bundles let you turn that demo into song of the year.
Seas with Glow Cafe, my ski they play, my ski they play. I got seas with Glow Cafe.
Extra aloof data in the Glow Cafe app lets you link up and unlock your ambition. Inspired, let's turn that movie script into the next blockbuster. Don't delay. Download the Glow Cafe app today and start your own collaboration. Glow Unlimited.
Our social media handles on Facebook at Nta Akure, on YouTube at Nta Akure. The Olu of Ofosu Omolorogbo in Akure's North Local Government Area of Ondo State, Chief Raphael Ijalade has celebrated his 98th birthday in a grand style. The event held at his residence in Akure brought together family members, friends and well-wishers who gathered to honor the nonagenarian. Ellie Ndubisi covered the event for Weekend Grill.
Farmer and community leader who is making significant contributions to society to gather people from all walks of life to celebrate the milestone with him. Guests at the event were treated to an array of delicious meals and refreshing drinks while enjoying live music. Expressing gratitude for the milestone, the celebrant advised the younger generation to lead lives of integrity and goodwill.
lé ọ̀nà kan pọ̀ lórí ọmọ lórí iṣẹ́ mi lórí ibi tí mo olúwa gbé mi dé ìmọ̀ràn mi sí àwọn bọ́ọ̀dù mi ni pé kán ní ìfọkànbalẹ̀ kán ní àforítì kán ní àforítì kán mọ̀ fi gìrìgìrì jayé gìrìgìrì òtún jayé.
Family members and friends took turns to pay heartfelt tribute, describing Chief Ijalade as a God-fearing man and a role model.
Wọ́n jẹ́ ẹni tó ń darí ìlú. He is a community leader and we thank God for his leadership. Tó ń darí community táwọn community wà lábẹ́ wọn. Tó ń dẹ̀ ń fi ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó.
My husband faced a lot of challenges while growing up.
Wọ́n jẹ́ ẹni tó pé àádọ́rin ọdún ní ọjọ́ ìní.
We really do this for him so that we can still do 100 and we pray that it will be so interesting to give him good life, good health, good everything in life.
Use his own power to help many people. I pray that he will be prosper and excel the more in Jesus' name.
Since I knew him, most especially so church activities.
The highlight of the celebration was the cutting of his beautifully decorated birthday cake, symbolizing the joy of the occasion. Happy birthday to you! The event reached its peak as the celebrant, alongside his loved ones, took to the dance floor, making the day truly unforgettable.
We say congratulations to Pa Ijalade. Moving on, Deja Vu Hotel and Suites is reinventing the ever-evolving hospitality industry in Akure, the Ondo State capital, going by its laudable achievements within 3 years of its establishment. The third anniversary was therefore a moment to reflect on the early beginning and how the hotel is gradually upscaling its services in tandem with international best practices. Paul Umkago was there for Weekend Grill, brings us the thrills and memorable moments of the celebration.
This laudable project donated to us in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, and for the benefit of mankind.
This roundabout is part of the hotel's pet project aimed at giving back to society and also contributing towards the growth and development of its host community, Alabaka. The third-year anniversary banquet dinner was graced by top government functionaries, Alabaka landlords, clients and those in the entertainment industry amid cultural display and musical interlude. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Deja Vu Hotel and Suites, Olatuji Jibril, went down memory lane, recapping the history behind the hotel while also projecting into the future.
The 3 years has not been easy, but we thank God for where we are. And we thank God for where we're going. We are not looking backward. And more projects are still coming. And we have one project that we just did the groundbreaking about a month ago, which is what I call International Event Center.
The accommodation is fantastic. They have a conscious staff. Their relationship with the staff relationship with guests are wonderful. So it's the kind of hotel we want and we need in Ondo State.
The Administrative Secretary of the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Aki Omotola, who represented the Ondo State Governor, and the Chairman of the Landlords Association of Alabaka, commended the management and staff of the hotel, particularly in the area of improved security and provision of social amenities in the community.
Their services are parallel. Even the structure is inviting. But of course, facilities which they put in place are world-class.
Since the Javu has come here, there is tremendous improvement. Then in terms of water, they have helped to bring water to some houses where they don't have water by providing outlet tap.
The occasion also featured a lecture by Professor Rotimi Oyeneyi on the impact of hospitality in the present economy, underscoring its role in job creation, foreign investment attraction, infrastructure development, and economic growth.
The hospitality sector supports a wide range of businesses, which include food and beverage providers, transportation services, and entertainment. All of these combine to create a value chain that not only contributes directly to the country GDP, but also stimulates all sectors of the economy.
Guests at the event were entertained as staff of the hotel responded to the reading of the cultural troupe with beautiful dance steps.
We say happy celebration to the management and staff of the Javu Hotel and Suites Akure. A career, they say, is a journey, and retirement is a well-earned destination of years of service and dedication. This perhaps is the reason why family, friends, and well-wishers of Deaconess Oluyemisi Makinde gathered to celebrate the exceptional dedication and commitment to the Ondo State Civil Service Commission, spanning an impressive 35 years. Faith Eke reports.
It was a day of jubilation as families, friends, and well-wishers gathered at the beautifully decorated ceremony hall to celebrate with Mrs. Oluyemisi Makinde after her exemplary 35-year service. Those who worked with her described her as a consummate professional, a team player, and a mentor who inspired countless individuals.
Mrs. Makinde's life can be likened to a virtuous woman. That is well described in Proverbs 31. She has all the features of a virtuous woman. And the Bible says her price is far above rubies. You can imagine when the Bible says the price of someone is far above rubies. So Mrs. Makinde is a priceless gift to this generation.
So Mrs. Makinde has tried a lot for us. She groom a lot of people. She helped a lot of people. She, like a teacher, she taught a lot of people how to go into competitive work. She has tried her very, very best. If it is my wish, I will pray that she still be with me, but there's nothing one can do.
Her family and other well-wishers wished her a healthy, fulfilling retirement and thanked her for her tireless service to Ondo State.
This is the end of the service, but this is not the end of the beautiful things God has for her. This is just the beginning. The celebrant today, she's a mother. She's an Akure area officer returning today. She's a nice woman. She's very good. She's caring. She thinks about other people. She allows other subordinates to elevate. She's a good woman to the core.
I wish I should continue to grow, work stronger, in good health, and I should continue to build on this good behavior, so that in the future, other people will like to emulate our behavior.
Deaconess Oluyemisi Makinde expressed her gratitude to all who supported her throughout her career, vowing to continue working hard even in retirement.
I'm so happy. I just want to thank God Almighty for sparing my life. I thank God because He answered prayer. Since 35 years, I've been praying, but I thank God. I was so excited.
A brief Thanksgiving and prayer session was held, seeking God's continuous blessing and protection for the family. Invited guests were treated to delicious delicacies and refreshments. Surrounded by loved ones, Deaconess Oluyemisi Makinde cut her retirement cake, beaming with joy. As she closes this chapter of her life, guests alluded to the fact that Deaconess Oluyemisi Makinde's impact would be felt for years to come through the relationship she built and the lives she touched.
We wish her well and in her future endeavor. Congratulations. And moving on, the 3-day ceremony comprising night of tributes, Christian wake, and outing service for the late Secretary to the Ondo State Governor, Temitayo Oluwatuyi, was a testimony of his remarkable impact and selfless service not just to the state but its people. Paul Umukagu tells us more.
The Christian wake and service of songs at the Gani Fayomi Freedom Arcade was graced by family members, top government officials, friends, and close associates of late Temitayo Oluwatuyi. The solemn gathering afforded dignitaries the opportunity of paying their last respects amid tributes and biblical passages read by his children and the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice.
A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance.
The body of the well-respected late public servant was moved to a private cemetery on Saturday, February 8, 2025, after a burial service at his residence for final committal amid ministrations by the CAC choir and the officiating minister at the graveside, Pastor Oluwafemi Emmanuel. Babajide Oluwatuyi, on behalf of his siblings and the family, shared memories of his father.
My dad is my mentor, my counselor, my friend, role model, inspiration.
The outing and Thanksgiving service held in honor of late Temitayo Oluwatuyi was yet another opportunity for the family, the government of Ondo State, and the church to bid him farewell. Pastor Ellen Ojo, President, Christ Apostolic Church Worldwide, reminded Christians the importance of holding on to the faith and rendering services to humanity, just like the late Secretary to the State Government of Ondo State did. Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa paid glowing tribute to late Oluwatuyi as he acknowledged his legacy in the political and administrative landscapes of Ondo State. The outing service ended with a thanksgiving by the children joined by other family members. The 3-day ceremony climaxed with a well-attended reception at the International Event and Cultural Center, Akure. NTA gathered reactions from the planning committee, former executive council member, and a political son from Akure South.
He was a patient person and very dogged in his approach to governance.
He held that office with dignity. He held that office with integrity. He held that office with everything.
Sukana lives on. Why? Because of the infrastructure that he has been able to implant in human and, of course, on the sand of time.
Memories of the late Secretary to the State Government, Nta Akure, would linger.
May so continue to rest in peace. All roads led to the peaceful community of Nta Akure in Akoko Southwest Local Government area of Ondo State as people from all walks of life converged to celebrate the life and times of Madam Felicia Oludare amidst pomp and ceremony. Omokainde Igbari was there for Weekend Grill.
The St. Clara Catholic Church, Nta Akure, was almost full to capacity of sons and daughters of the deceased who were joined by well wishes to celebrate the matriarch of Oludare dynasty. In his homily, the Catholic Bishop of Ekiti Diocese, Most Reverend Felix Ajakaye, encouraged Christians not to relent on their efforts in making good life while on earth, as they are all going to give account of their stewardship in heaven. He described the late Mama Felicia as logographer and institute teacher of high repute.
But the question is, what account are we going to give? And we say, the way I lay my bed.
The children were joined in prayers, thanksgiving, and donations for the development of the church, while Holy Communion was given to the communicants. The remains of Mama Felicia Oludare was later interred with prayers of the faithful at the graveside, where the dust-to-dust rites were performed.
Mama was always very passionate about educating the children, even in this environment.
She's gone, but the memory she impacted in my life will remain forever.
Mama will never get angry at anything.
When we were young, my mother was one of the people that never believed in sparing the rod. She uses it on us very well, and my classmates at that time attested to it.
But she has left us a legacy of faith, hope, and love. The love that Mama has for the children and for people around her is unparalleled.
At the reception, there was military allies band on ground, just from within the state and the diaspora. They were treated to sumptuous local and intercontinental dishes. Mama Felicia Oludare Egodo was born 94 years ago in Sobe, Edo State. Started a career as a seasoned teacher. With a passion for the work, she founded Oludare Nursery and Primary School in Nta Akure in 1987. Breathed her last in the early hours of January 3rd, 2025.
May Mama's soul continue to rest in peace. And that's the size of our package this evening. We thank you for being part of it. Good evening.
$1,000.